Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Kathy and Mark from Cinemondo here with another, guess what, trailer reaction.
It's the holidays, and I was feeling like, I'd like to cover a trailer about viruses. I think that would be really fun.
Because it's something that hasn't been on our minds for a long, long time.
It's
like
such a new idea.
It's-
But we did get this as people have been requesting this, and I have no idea what it's about. But this is apparently, tell us the details, Mark. Instead of I go off talking about stuff I don't know about.
It was a film released back in 2019, directed by Aashiq Abu, and the film is called Virus, and it's an account of this is based on a true story, a deadly Nipah virus outbreak in Kerala, and about the courageous people that tried to fight it and control it. So it's kind of based on a true story about an actual virus that happened in India. If I'm not sure when that happened, but it was a big box office success. It made like 5 times its budget. So, and it's a Malayalam language medical thriller, basically.
We've been covering a few Kerala films. They've been coming up more than usual. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm anxious to see it because it's such a beautiful part of India. I'm interested in seeing what this is. So, okay. Well, I love a virus movie. Oh.
Okay.
Let's see how this looks. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Virus.
It's an action comedy, you said?
Yeah, really.
Okay. Virus. Okay. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. I like the music.
Mm-hmm.
WHO ടോപ്പ് 10 പ്രയോറിറ്റിയിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയ സൂണോട്ടിക് ഡിസീസ്. ഇത് ജന്തുക്കളിൽ നിന്നും നേരിട്ടോ മനുഷ്യരിൽ നിന്നും പരസ്പരമോ പകരാവുന്നതാണ്. ഏറ്റവും ഭയപ്പെടുത്തുന്ന വസ്തുത, there is no vaccination, no treatment protocol.
ഇവിടെ ഫ്യൂമിഗേറ്റ് എന്താ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയണം. ആ ബോഡി പോസ്റ്റ്മോർട്ടം ചെയ്ത ആളാണ്.
ജനങ്ങളുടെ ആരോഗ്യം സംരക്ഷിക്കലല്ലേ നമ്മുടെ പ്രൈമറി ഡ്യൂട്ടി. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഫ്യൂമിഗേറ്റ് ചെയ്തത്.
രോഗികൾ പല സ്ഥലങ്ങളായി പ്രത്യക്ഷപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ട്. സോഴ്സിന്റെ എണ്ണം എത്രയുണ്ട് എന്ന് അറിയേണ്ടതുണ്ട്.
ആരും പേടി കാരണം വരുന്നില്ല. ആളില്ലാത്തൊരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ.
കൂലിക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമല്ല സാറേ ഇവിടെ പണിക്ക് വരുന്നത്. ഞങ്ങളെ പോലുള്ളവർ ചികിത്സിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലം. ഞാൻ ചെയ്യാൻ തയ്യാറാ. അത് പറഞ്ഞത്
ഓരോ പേഷ്യന്റിൽ നിന്നും രോഗം പടരാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ള കാലയളവ് ഇൻക്യുബേഷൻ പീരിയഡ് 21 ദിവസം വരെയാണ്. അതിനുശേഷം പുതിയ രോഗികൾ റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്താൽ ഈ സൈക്കിൾ വീണ്ടും തുടർന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. അത് തടയാൻ സാധിച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ നമ്മൾ പൂർണ്ണമായും വിജയിക്കുള്ളൂ.
റസാക്കിന്റെ മയ്യത്തും കൂടി ഒന്ന് കാണാൻ കിട്ടി. അതിന്റെ ഇടയിൽ അത് കത്തിക്കാന്ന് കൂടി പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത് താങ്ങാനുള്ള കട്ടി ഞങ്ങൾക്കില്ല.
എന്തെങ്കിലും അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്തോ?
ഇല്ല.
നമുക്കിനി ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നതായി എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ?
എനിക്കിപ്പോ നിങ്ങളോട് ഭംഗി വാക്കൊന്നും പറയാനില്ല.
ആൾക്കാർക്ക് അസുഖമൊന്നും നോക്കാണ്ടിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
രണ്ടുപേരും കൂടെ എന്റെ കുഞ്ഞിനെ കൊന്നല്ലേ.
എന്റെ കുട്ടിയാണല്ലേ എല്ലാവർക്കും കൊടുത്തത്.
ഒട്ടം പോവില്ല. ഒട്ടം പോവില്ലെന്നാ പറഞ്ഞേ.
That was a huge downer.
Wow. Wow. Well, it's like after, right after, COVID, it's like, it obviously it hits home. It's like the same sort of stuff, but this is so like 75% of, it's like, insanely.
Insane. Well, a 21-day where you're contagious for 21 days and don't even know you're necessarily sick is
Right.
just.
And that last scene, sort of how you spread it. It's like you just walk up to somebody else, and that person tries to walk up to somebody else. And it's like, of course, it just sort of
cover your mouth when you cough, people. Cover your mouth.
And I think we've learned since this film came out, worldwide, that that hopefully not everybody's learned, obviously, but a lot of people, hey, masks are important, covering your mouth, not going out if you have it. This is all basic stuff now. But back when this happened, it was not. It's not what we did. I remember I used to look at people wearing masks, going, "What are they doing?"
Yeah, I went to Japan right before the pandemic, and people wore masks all the time there. It was just sort of a thing, especially like when they were in the crowded areas. And I got used to seeing it. It actually looked kind of cool. I could see people get out of a car and they have their cool mask on, like that. Actually, black mask. It looked very fashionable and cool. So, but I wasn't even looking at it at that point. There was no pandemic. I was just like, well, that's kind of a cool idea. It looks kind of neat.
Right.
And then when we had to wear them, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I mean, really, I think masks should just become the norm. I mean, you should just wear them.
They have to. You have to, because it's still around. It's you still can get it, and even if you, I mean, this is a public service announcement. Even if you have all the vaccines, you can still get it. It may not be bad, but you still puts you out for a few weeks. You can't, see your friends or family or go to work or whatever. So it's just like, why not wear a mask? What is the reason not wearing masks other than the lame excuse that it's uncomfortable? Or,
and the sort of political ramifications that people seem to think it means something.
Especially here in the United States. So, but anyway, as far as this looks like a very serious film. Like
it looks terrifying.
Very well made. Like I think of that movie Outbreak that came out years ago. That was Contagion. There's all these films like that, which until the pandemic happened, it was like, oh, I'm interested in seeing these. But after the pandemic, it's harder to get up for that, because you sort of lived through it,
And it's very familiar, like the gloves and the masks and the the idea of everyone getting sick and coughing. I'm just like, oh, I mean, instantly recoiling, knowing the ramifications. And also when they say zoonotic, that worries me too, because I feel like they're going to blame an animal and then they're going to go completely annihilate it. And which is, another, and it may not even be true. I mean, we're still not sure where COVID came from exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, please don't destroy all the animals because of this. But this happens all the time. Like they killed chickens when the avian flu came around. So, not that I don't care about people, but there's a ripple effect, and animals are important too. And you don't want to go around killing them.
Well, you have to. It's like the unknowing. Like, how did this? Everybody has their, their reasons or their opinions about how this started. But if you don't know, you don't know. So the best thing to do is prevention. And so, okay, enough with the PSA. But that's what I get from this movie. It's like, it looks like a really intense, really well made. Not sure I want to watch it after being through the pandemic, but I might. It looks good.
It does look good, but I mean, it's even more scary because it is true, and it's that thing of the 21-day incubation just is the most terrifying part, because that's a long freaking time for someone to be contagious, and then like you said, meeting the person that it's like The Stand. You remember The Stand? You talk about how quickly, and even we've heard the numbers, so you see why this happened. It probably happened very quickly too. But I have a couple posters.
All right, let's
get to this. Yeah. So this is the classic drama poster. Looks like a medical show. You've got some people in the scrubs sort of back here in the stethoscope. We have look like some officials. Very serious drama. But I like that they took in some cool gel, like some cool colors. The red and the green is kind of a nice color treatment, and that sort of black and white, but it's sort of more sort of a DSAT. And I like this drippy texture, which is kind of gross.
No, it is cool.
About it. But that's kind of nice. And then we have this other one, super sci-fi, which I actually really love the colors in this one. That's like, this is real. This makes it look really cool. Like, wow, it looks like super science. But great vital treatment. Really good way of making the glow like kind of like it's almost spreading something there. It's kind of nice to start to turn red. That's a great little technique. But this is some cool marketing materials here we have. Cool posters.
Yeah, it seems like it's like first rate done, all the way. So that makes it something that is enticing to watch if you're up for it, if you're up for that kind of subject matter, after what we've been through. But it looks good. And before we go, we usually do this at the top of our little videos. But membership, something that if you haven't considered, for $2.99 a month, you get custom emojis, shout outs, some badges that keep changing, and that's kind of fun. You get priority on replies. And for $4.99 a month, for an extra $2 a month, you get all that. Plus, you can request videos that we will put on our list to review, and we'll give a shout out to the person that that did it. So
That's right.
It's kind of a fun thing to do. And we also have a Slack channel that is getting very active now, with people coming in saying, hey, you need to review this, like this film. I believe Ken did this one, and like Virus. So of films that aren't brand new, because we usually look at the ones that are upcoming. This is a couple of years old, and we're happy to look at older films because we're new to Indian cinema, and we want to get as much information and knowledge of Indian cinema as possible. So consider the membership.
Indeed. And let's say hi to a few new members. We have Ghana, we have Manaj. I'm sorry if I'm saying your names wrong. We have the Akshat Shetty is back. Fire Z 505. I'm getting a lot of these names wrong, but they're all like still in the Slack group. Great. I love seeing you guys out there. Some of them are just doing pure entertainment. They're not even asking us for anything. They're just like posting fun stuff like George Michael gifts. Is really, really good. so definitely come in and check out our Slack channel.
Yeah, we love the interaction. It's really fun to chat. Fun. It means a lot to us because we enjoy doing this. And I speak for Kathy and Burke and everybody else that's involved in this channel. And we love getting that response back. So thanks so much.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.